Hello and welcome to year 16 in Whiterun of Forest Village in Life is Feudal, and got quite a lot planned for this episode, so I'll just run you through it quickly. Well, we've got our ship returned, and it returned with sheep. Now, we don't actually want sheep up here, we want sheep over here near the weaver, so that the wool from the sheep goes into the barn near the weaver. So I'm removing this field here and we'll just have a little sheep farm. And I've also removed the other field and replaced it with an orchard because this orchard is going in, the fruit from this orchard is going into this barn. So we need some fruit to go into this barn as well, because I don't think it's going to be too long before we'll end up building up here. Now I've placed the forester up here, and he does just cut into this area, so we are going to end up with trees growing down here, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Removed him from here, we've got a lot of stuff going on. So down here we've got the new warehouse, and next to the new warehouse is a lumberjack lodge, and I've got two big houses here. Now they both hold quite a lot of population. I think it's something like 9 people. We've got a well and a pyre to serve this area, and we've got a blacksmith and a furnace as well. We need to find a little spot to put a charcoal maker down here somewhere, but they fit in little corners, so we'll maybe get one over here or something. I've left this hunter in for the moment and put another hunter over here, so we'll get building them this time. And I've locked the meat pies because we'll want to send the ship on another expedition. So with no further ado, let's get on with things. Let's see, we've got everybody going back to their farms. Let's just check. We've got potatoes and flax. That does mean we're a bit low on veggies coming in down this end, but hopefully we'll be okay. Right, we want you to head off on another expedition to find animals. Off you go. And then we don't need this scarecrow here anymore, so let's get rid of that. And we'll get some of these guys working on building. Speed things up a bit. We'll get our sheep farming. Now we're probably, yeah, we do. We need to replace the road here. I had to do quite a bit of terraforming to be able to fit in this orchard in this space, because the ground here was very sloped. So just flattened it out, cut away a little bit into the side of the cliff. We've got in quite a lot of resources, probably not as many as we're going to need for all of the work that we've got planned. Let's make sure he's just got one on there. Yep, and that ship's about to set off on its way. There we go. So we just need this scarecrow to be dismantled now. Now let's have a look at sheep farming. We only want a small sheep farm. Probably that would be enough. So we've only got one weaver, and the sheep farm produces wool at quite a rate. Let's just see if we zoom in. Yeah, I wanted to see where the gate would be on this, and it looks like it's going to be in the right place, so let's put it in there. Don't think we've got room for a road there, but let's check. Oh, we have. Oh, that's marvellous. We'll bring that road back there just in case the weaver uses it. Oh look, and there's our sheep. Yeah, room for 4 sheep, and that's just about as many sheep as one weaver can keep up with. But we're going to need somebody to take care of that sheep. Now the sheep eat grass, so we're going to have to make sure that we keep enough grass coming in. So we're probably going to need a grass farm. Now once this quarry's out of place, we can put a little farm in there for grass. Let's see, we've got somebody working at orchard, that's good. Oh, there's a building on fire, which one? Oh, it's the chicken coop. No, save the chickens. Okay. Chickens are saved. Right, let's go and have a look down here. So the most important things down here are going to be, first of all, the warehouse. So let's get the warehouse building. We'll reduce the number of builders for the moment. I did think about putting a slope in here so that they could get up here, but I decided against it because I thought we're probably going to want this to be inaccessible from all sides except the back once we're worried about Viking invasions, so maybe not. And as this starts to become part of our living area, because we'll maybe terrace this and get another farm up here. I think this will certainly be the first hill that we start doing something with. But yeah, down here we've got a little bit of extra land yet that we can expand into. Okay, right, next thing is the lumberjack lodge. And I'm not going to upgrade that at first because we've got a lot of building to do, and I think we want to focus our resources on getting in the new stuff. Okay, and then the next thing we want is the well. Let's keep things down here safe. We'll want another well over here somewhere as well. And this area here, I think we'll be able to turn that into a little plateau with a road going up into it with either housing or farming or something in this area. How are you getting on down there? Ah, done. Okay, now we only want one lumberjack working there. Let's get them on the case. Now at the moment they are going to have to go quite a long way for wood. But once we've got, in fact, let's get some people bringing in some logs from the surrounding area. You just help to keep the lumberjack efficient. Okay, the well's built. Now the next thing I want is the pyre, because this house down here is outside of the other pyre. Now the logs that we're collecting around here are going to end up being used in the local construction works. So we've got a couple of extra farms. I can't remember whether we had these built in the last episode or whether they were new, but I've put the roads in around. Let's see how we're looking down here. And let's just, hello Patrick. So you're over this side of the town now. So he's graduated from chickens to sheep. Let's just have a look inside this sheep pen. Can he walk in? Oh, we can. Okay, so we can actually come in here to take care of the sheep. And we've already got some wool. Excellent. Okay, how's things over here? Right, the pyre's built. So now we've got that, we can start building one of these big houses. And let's just check. We've not got much food down here. got a good stash of vegetables in this barn though. How are we doing for straw here? Not much. What are you out of? You're out of charcoal. Okay, let's take you off and we'll set you as a charcoal burner instead. Oh, and our bakers. We'll take you off meat pies because we've got lots of them, and we'll put you back to fish pies. And we'll let people eat those meat pies. And we might have to lock the meat for a while. So, how are we getting on with this house? Put quite a wide road in between these two houses because they're very tall, and I think it would be so narrow with having the valley on either side. We'd never be able to see how they looked. But where to put the well? I wonder whether we flatten this corner off a little here. Get a well in next to the road here. Don't think we can fit one next to the lumberjack. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that's... Oh, hang on. Oh, we could fit one just there. That does. Now the other thing I wanted to look at was, because although I wasn't sure about sloping up here, I was also thinking about whether it'd be more efficient for our orchard tender to come down this way to the barn, but rather than from here. Oh, I think it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Alright, just gotta bring a bit of clay and then we're good to go here. Oh, right. I think we'll keep the labourers busy. This hunter will probably move him back down into this valley a little bit. I think it's a her actually at the moment. Okay, there's still a bit of food in that barn. What we could do though is harvest these potatoes. Yeah, they're harvesting now anyway. Okay, we've got enough fish pies. Let's go on to veggie pies. I'm gonna unlock the meat, but lock the eggs. Let's get your crops in. Don't know if you'll have grown crops this year. No. I do need to take care of this sheep because there's... I removed the middle farm just because there's less likelihood of a wild animal getting here. It's a little bit further away than here. Because wild animals can make it down there. They can't make it down here now. They have to come down as this guy's walking. But once we've got 2 sheep, I'll be a lot happier. Oh, and now we can get our weaver making warmer clothing. Well, Patrick, you've definitely got an easier job than some of the other guys. Rather be doing what you're doing than being down a mine. What are you carrying? He's a gatherer. Oh, he must have just gathered a bit of something down here, I guess. Right, how are we getting on with the building work? Right, is everybody harvesting? Let's have a look at our other fields. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting fruit and veggies coming in, and we've got a bit of firewood. Let's get a couple more builders on. Cool, so this is a 3-storey house. I love the scaffolding at the side of the building and the front. Oh, that's the back, isn't it? Alright, so that has now got people living there. Yeah, 9 of 10 people living in here. Not a good place for teenagers because school's a long way away, and we will eventually get a school down here as we start to expand. See, so we've got a builder ready to build that well, just waiting for stone to be delivered, stone and straw, grass, hay. Furnace is being built. Right, next thing that we want built is the lumberjack up here, the forester. So at least some of the wood will be delivered to this warehouse. I wonder if we can fit a charcoal burner in by the side there. No, it's too big. I'm definitely going to want a road down here though. Let's see, this road will continue at least to there. I'll bring that road down there. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to use this space here. We'll work that out as we go along. And it's nearly time to get the farmers out of their fields. How have you done for crops and things? It's not a huge harvest in here. And it's time to take the farmers off. We've got a good amount of food around the village, but just not necessarily in all the right places. Okay. And we can now increase that to 2. Does that mean that this is built? Yes, good. Okay, so let's get the hunter going. That hunter will bring in meat for this area. So yeah, this house is substantially bigger than the small houses. Oh, and Emmeline, seems as you're going in there. Let's go and have a look with you. So there's all kinds of little rooms off. Can't go in that one. Unfortunately, we can't open doors. Oh, this must be the kitchen. Yep, they've got eggs and veggies. Eggs. That must be mushrooms or something. Potatoes, maybe. And there's a little room down there. Oh, so this will be the staircase. Oh, well. Leave you to it. I'm not going to build the other house down here just yet. I think we'll let the food reserves build up a little bit first. And the firewood. Oh, good. Right, time to get another hunter on. And there'll be quite a bit of game down here for the hunter. Excuse me. Alright, we'll get this blacksmith built. I don't suppose we can fit a charcoal burner at the back of the sawmill there, can we? It's a bit hidden from view, but it might just fit. Not quite. Could put him there, I suppose. Yeah, it's easy to relocate if we decide we want to develop this area differently. Wow, look at all these people. Oh yeah, because we took them all off the farm and we haven't placed them down the mines. Let's get a lot of people down the ore mine. Okay, we're out of cast iron, so I'm going to take off the blacksmith that's working down the other end of the forest, the other end of the village. Oh look, and we've got 2 sheep. Oh, fantastic. Oh, 3 sheep. Cool. So now every time we get a new sheep, that 4th sheep will be instantly slaughtered and turned into meat. Okay, what you short of? You're short of wool. Well, you'll soon be getting more wool. In fact, we've got a bit of wool there. Why don't we get Patrick? Patrick, before you do that, just go and collect that wool. And let's go drop it into... Never seen inside the weaver's place. There you go. Ah, she actually works on the outside. Okay. Off you go. Yes, and now she'll make another item of clothing. I don't want to set up the blacksmith down here. Excuse me. Because first of all, I want to make sure that we get firewood stored up. Oh no, the expedition was lost. Ship and crew will not return. I think that means that we have to build a new ship. Yes, it does. Oh, we haven't got any cast iron for it. Right. Get making cast iron. No, just at one of them because there's no charcoal at the other end. Excuse me. Yes, so we've got oh, Mikhail's died of old age. Thorlin died of old age last year, as did Elfin. So that might be the last of our first people. Last of our founders, I think. Unless we've got anyone who's really getting on in years. Okay, well let's get them storing up the stuff. And we really don't need that many builders. And if anyone's looking for anything to do, you can take down some of the trees around here. Wow, and this is getting quite thickly forested over here. So I think in the I'll do it again. I'll take another year off off camera and build up the food and firewood. Oh, it's a good job we had that pyre in. Yeah, I'll build up the food and firewood. Okay, I was just a bit worried that they might have run out of fuel there. Right, we are out of fuel. I might also just do a bit of running backwards and forwards and taking some firewood. Oh, not out of that barn. Must be this barn that's got all the firewood in it. Oh, warehouse. Sorry, no, barn. Yeah, there's loads here. So I might grab a teenager and just run around and load up. Just spread the resources around a little bit while we're off camera. And I'll start laying out a bit more around here and start looking at maybe what we do with this hill, because I think we need to start considering the defensive design of the village, and that's going to mean making sure that this hilltop can't be accessed from the coast from any side. maybe with some watchtowers. That would seem to be a good precaution. And we'll maybe leave the middle empty for the time being, because I imagine that when they implement Viking raids, there's a chance that they'll also implement a system where villagers can take shelter inside a keep, or there might be a particular building for it. So if we leave a space on the crown of the hill for a keep-sized building which villagers can take shelter in, that might just bear fruit in the end. We can put some watchtowers around. Now that takes an awful lot of stone and wood, but would look rather good. I wonder whether we should... we've got no logs down here. Logs are starting to come through, but I think we're going to have to increase our wood source around here. Maybe put another choppy camp, another forester, either out here or up here. Yeah, so there's some logs down here, but we're only just keeping up with the firewood, and they're shortly about to run out of food in this barn, so it's not too far for them to travel to go to this barn for food. It just means that they're wasting a lot of time walking backwards and forwards. Whereas the people living next to this barn have got everything. They've even got meat pies to eat. We should lock the meat pies now. And we'll get the second baker onto meat pies as well, so that we can launch another expedition as soon as we've got enough cast iron. What are you short of? Meat. Let's lock the meat. I have to be careful with that because meat might be the only thing in this barn to feed the houses down here. But yeah, so we've ended in an interesting place for this year. Time to get people back into the fields, and I'm going to do a bit of running around in first person and just even up the resources around the village. And that's something that we can actually get the villagers doing themselves. If we get donkeys, we can build a donkey stable and have donkeys move resources between barns. But that's just a little bit more than we can really afford at the moment in terms of labour and land space, but it'll become more important in the future. But although I don't know, it might be a good idea, because then we can move pies around as well. Well, I'll have a think about that. We might start looking into donkeys sooner than I expected to. Well, join me again next time where we'll be developing this area, and I'll spend a year just building up the resources and stocking up the barns down this end of town, and I'll start having a think about what to use like this headland here for, and how to landscape it so that we can keep people safe in the long term. Should be interesting, and in the meantime it can be a place to grow trees. But thanks for watching, and do join us again soon for some more forest village Life is Feudal, our little village of Whiterun. Thanks for watching, bye for now.